Hey guys, it's nice to be seeing you again. So you're probably wondering about this little predicament. So let it be known, this video took a while to make and I took a week off because it was not only exams week, but I was dealing with a serious pimple problem. So I got this simified commentary idea from Only Abaduan. Great channel, by the way. But today we'll be reviewing the new kits, which are the Restoration Workshop Kit, the Golden Years Kit, and the Kitchen Clutter Kit. Let's get straight into it. So right now I'm in cast and we're going to go ahead and look at the Golden Years kit. So for men, we did get one hat, which weirdly enough, this hat is a toupee. The only real issue I have with this, there's not really a reason for Sims to need a toupee. I mean, think about it. Like, you can just give your Sim hair. Like, it's okay, I guess. Just my thoughts. But I also noticed something new is that we got a new set of teeth. Now, I do have a problem with this because look at these teeth. Here's the base game. Here's these teeth. Base game, these teeth. First off, these teeth are a little more detailed, but the big issue is, are these supposed to be dentures? Are these supposed to be, like, different? Because I don't get it. Like, what's the point of it? They don't look like dentures, and they also can't be removable, so for outfits, it looks like we got these new glasses. I call them the librarian glasses because that's what I think they are. I actually don't hate the design on this. This is actually really good for elder Sims. And I do like how they come in various colors, but also simple. That's something always I'm begging for the Sims team. We also got 3 new necklaces. We got this ring necklace. I think this is don't quote me on this. I think what this is supposed to be is this supposed to be a Sims necklace with their wedding ring on it. I'm not 100, but we have a similar necklace, so this is nothing really new. However, we do have the same glasses my Sim is currently wearing, but around the Sim's neck, which I actually really like this touch. The only thing is I need to test something quickly just to make sure it's great. Yes, they will match. So this is actually really good for storytelling because you can have your Sim swap on and off glasses. I don't hate that. That's actually a really nice detail. And lastly, we got this a life alert-esque thing, which, again, the thing that bothers me is since Sims in the game cannot fall down and require life alert, there's not really a reason, art, and decoration for this, so it's okay. Now for clothes, for men, we got this apron, which, again, this would be really good if there was a version that came without the apron. Because it literally, all the time it comes with the apron, with the apron, with the apron, with the apron, with the apron. We have this jacket, which is a little better. This does seem like something I've seen my grandpa wear. I don't hate it. I do like how the same glasses, like you can see this glasses popping up everywhere, and that's really good. We got this sweater, which personally I like. I like the sweater. Problem is, though, we pretty much have a similar sweater. Out of the two, this one's better. We got this jacket with the tie, which gives me very Carl Fredricksen vibes. Honestly, no complaints here. Looks pretty nice. I don't have anything to complain about. Oh, there are versions with a little name tag on it. Again, the only issue I have with that is even though we can technically make it with for rent, if only there were like senior care homes, then that name tag would make a little more sense. And lastly, we got this binoculars wearing grandpa, which would look great if your Sims had like an outdoor wear outfit, which they wear outdoors when hiking and all that. But when you're wearing binoculars just 24/7, it looks a little weird. We have these new pajamas. I do like how this is different. I do like it. I like how these pants are pretty similar to base game, but they have the sweater and the tucked in shirt. No complaints there. We have a full body suit with suspenders. This looks like straight up Drew Carey, so I'm not complaining. I actually do like it. It's not complain. This apron, I'm not really sure about this one. I don't really get it in terms of old people. And then we have this outfit, which again, I have never, and I mean never, seen an old person wear this. So this is not something I'm probably going to use. Lastly, the men got one pair of pants, just some like, striped pants, like that striped pattern on them, which is very reminiscent of old people. But yeah, that's all for the men. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the women next and see what's there. We got 2 new hats, this little like bonnet, and then we got like the same wraparound. The only issue I have with this wraparound is we already have this in Growing Together, so it would only make sense if you just included this with Growing Together. And same for this bonnet, we have that in base game, I'm pretty sure. So it's okay, nothing new. Same glasses and necklaces for women, so no complaints. Something that would have been really good is to make a more elder-looking medical wearable. Like, they could have made medical wearables more for this for your old family members. Like, there could have been dentures, there could have been Like Life Alert should be under medical wearables. There should have been like hearing aids. Like these are hearing aids, but I mean like hearing aids looking for an older person rather than like for people who have a hearing disability. They could have done like prescription glasses. Like there's so much they could have done. Like, even if there is no gameplay, there could have been some storytelling. So for women, we have the same apron, which again, you already know my thoughts about that. Then we have this sweater, which the issue I have with this is it's way too short. An elderly would never wear this because look, watch what happens when I put on regular pants. It's not showing here, but it would be too high. You get it. This, however, this embroidered sweater is better. I like it. I don't think it's too bad. It's reminiscent of what some of my grandparents used to wear. So I do like it. We have the same binoculars outfit. You already know how I feel about that. And the ladies also got their own jacket. Now, this is something that's actually making me really happy so far, is that the Sims team is finally learning that we can have the men and the women share clothes, but men and women also need to have their own. And I do appreciate that. Women have this new, very lovely dress, which matches the bonnet, which I don't hate that. I actually like this. It looks like a really good, like, if your sim needed a nightgown. They have this same workout outfit. Again, never seen a sim wear this, like a person that wears in real life. This one, however, this is lovely. This is very cool. I like how there's the flower stains. That's nice. I like that. And then there's this outfit, which again, doesn't make much sense to me. Women also got the same pants. Oh, actually, it looks like these aren't the same pants, but they're in the same colors. And then they also got this skirt, which again, this skirt is basically, we already had this color version from the werewolf pack. And so, we did get new gloves. These are gardening gloves. They're pretty okay. The only issue I have is, you got to give your sim a specific outfit to wear them. And even then, they wouldn't wear them all the time. That's the same thing I have with Home Chef Hustle. Like, if you're giving your sim gloves to wear for gardening or cooking, there's got to be some sort of gameplay where you can take them on, take them off, because that's an issue, because then you're just wearing them all day and it makes no sense. Then the last thing we have is we have new rings. Let me see here. Oh, their gloves are hiding them. But we have these new rings, which I think, I don't know for sure. I really don't know. I think this is supposed to be somebody's like, these are all the wedding rings of my dead husbands. Like, I'm not 100% for sure on that, but it's okay. But yeah, nothing really to complain about here. For Golden Years, I would say it's a 7 out of 10. It's okay. It has like some pretty good stuff. However, there are some things that could have definitely been better. Like, we should have had more medical wearables. I think the Life Alert thing should have came with some sort of gameplay. And honestly, this would have been the optimal opportunity to bring in canes. I really think Sims should bring back canes. I think they should bring back backpacks, like things for Sims ages. Just some more gameplay to help. I think that's what the problem is with this. The other Sims need more gameplay than they need looks. So I really think it would have been nicer if they, who knows, maybe they'll make a pack sometime where it's a retirement community in Florida or something where there's golf and all kinds of stuff for old people. I wouldn't be against that. But now we gotta get into the build kit. So we're gonna be doing something a little bit different for the kits this time around. What's going to be happening is I am going to not only review both kits, but since we have two that kind of coexist together with elderly people, I'm going to be making a house, like an entire house using the new kits. Hopefully it'll be like a grandma's house-esque building, but let's get straight into it. All right, so there's kind of a span all over the place. I heard there's some gameplay with some of these items, which I will get into that in a second, but let's go ahead and just see what's this all about. So first up, with restoration workshop, we have 4 new appliances: this microwave, this stove, this fridge, and its coffee maker, which are all older stuff. So it's making me think, are the Sims planning something? Oh my gosh, seriously, another freaking hint towards cars. There's a literal this make me upset. I'm fine. These counters aren't new. I had to place some to get stuff on, but we got a new standing fan, which this is kind of funny because I was about to do a short, I'm probably gonna do it eventually, where I'm talking about objects that should just be in the Sims in general. Like, just, I thought of a kit that should just be like random objects that you would use in everyday life, and the standing fan was one of those things, so I'm actually not complaining about that. There are 2 new shelving units, no complaints there. We got this little cart. We got this little workshop bench. I think I'm missing something. Hang on a second. Turns out it was tagged incorrectly and this never appeared, but I'll talk to that later. We got this little like workshop bench right here. Got some shelving units and another shelving unit. I did check on this fuse box and this water boiler. They're both functional, which I'm not upset about. I'm happy these have functionality. And my guess is if you have for rent, they work. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. We got this little toolbox full of stuff. We got a bucket, which I assume, yeah, it says it's a bucket chair, so your Sims can't sit on this. We got this storage tub. I don't know if you can put stuff inside of it. We'll have to see in a sec. We got this new, like, very basic sink. This would be really good for a garage. We got this giant rack of wood, just random wood. We have this new, like, ceiling light. This would work very good for some of your commercial builds, because I feel like the community lots could definitely use a more normal light. We have this box of like just random assorted junk. And then lastly, we have the workbench, which I do like the detail. And I do like we're finally getting some more workbenches because I need like versions that are indoor and outdoor, and this helps. Now we're heading over to the Kitchen Clutter Kit, which, well, while it does consist of clutter, this could have been a better opportunity. And let me get into that. Sorry, I had to move some stuff around to make it more visible. But we have a new knife rack, which is okay. I prefer the base game knife rack, but that's just me. We have a new spice rack, which is pretty cool. I'm okay with that. Non-functional baking trays, which I don't understand why you would include this as clutter unless it's usable. We got this like clutter carousel. I'm not sure. It's just random things. Like you can see sauce packets and bags. So I wonder if fast food's coming in the future. I don't know. We got a menu, which oh no, it's not a menu. It's like somebody took. Oh, it's a tablet. It's like a tablet. Oh, I see it now. That's pretty unique. That's okay. It's a cookbook, so I'm guessing it has the same functionality. We'll see in a sec. Again, another setup of like clutter. You know what would be much better? Here's what I propose. The Sims team overhauled the animations of The Sims 4. And one of those animations should be this stuff right here should be the stuff that appears in front of the Sim, and they work with it. Like you see them roll the dough and crack eggs and put in flour and like cut up butter and like all that. Like this should be the stuff that appears in front of them. It shouldn't just be clutter. There's this little cleaning bucket, which the problem, where am I gonna put this? Like we can't open counters, so I can't put it like inside the counter. We have a cookie jar. No complaints there. I like it. We have a new dish rack. Always like a new dish rack. You guys know I love my dish racks. We got dishes, which again, interesting. We got this canister. No complaints. Since, well, you could just put them next to each other. We got this mug tree, which also looks like another drying rack. We got oven mitts, which would be great if I could take these and, like, for example, on this oven, put them on there and they would hang there. We got new cereal boxes, which, again, great and all, but I feel like there's kind of a missed opportunity with it. There is versions of the cereal spilled and not, which is okay. I really think it should be if your Sim eats cereal, this is the kind of stuff appears. You see him dump it into the bowl and then dump the milk. We have this new cart, which again, I don't really see the need for this. We have a new lunchbox. Don't know if it's functional. We got new cutting boards. Again, these should be the stuff appearing in front of your Sim. A new fruit basket. I am not complaining about this fruit basket. We have a new kitchen backsplash. It's been a while. We haven't gotten one since, I believe it was Love Struck. So this is actually good knowing Simmers can now have access to that. We have these two kitchen like boxes, which you can see if we set it. You can see how it's actually has stuff in it. The generics rice, I'm guessing. At least that, or flour, I can't tell. We have this new like herbs, like they're just little herb plants to like just stick in your Sim's window. We have this new kitchen sink, which I do like how there's a sponge, a fork, and a spoon with a mug in there. But the issue, again, sinks don't fill, so there's not a real reason to have that there. But it's okay, I guess. We have this new picture on the wall. Pretty good, pretty simple, nothing crazy there. We have a new scale, which I wonder what happens. Can I set something on here? I thought if I set something on there, it would maybe adjust. I'm too ambitious. We have a grocery bag. The issue I have with it is just that we can't go grocery shopping. We technically can, but I mean like grocery store grocery shopping. We have a new fridge. I love the design of this fridge. Once I saw it in the images, I was super happy. What do I feel like that's hinting towards when the next day? Palm trees? Hotels? I don't know. But why do I feel like this is circling the date the next pack's supposed to release? I don't know. But here's the big issue I have. Okay, that's a hint towards bands, and I love how there's a few things on here. Wait, why is the llamas on here? University life is different in The Sims. I don't know. There's a world map in here. Okay, things are getting weird with this fridge. I feel like it's trying to tell us something, but I don't want to analyze it. But regardless, here's my big gripe with the fridge. I feel like that something that would be really good for, oh, it's all flat. That's even worse. But something that would have been amazing, like really good, is if your sim could collect fridge magnets and actually place them on the fridge. I feel like that would have been wonderful. And the fact that that's not here. And here's the other problem. This is the only appliance in the kitchen clutter kit. There's no more appliances. Why didn't we get a stove? We should have gotten a range hood. I hear some simmers talking about this. Yeah, we should have gotten blenders, toasters, and more air fryers. Like, we should have gotten all this stuff that you see in homes, and yet all we got was the fridge. So that's disappointing. We do have this empty jar, which again, if you see, it's filled with stuff. Here's the problem I have with this one. This one is clearly a dish cleaning, like, combination of items, but here's the problem. You take it, there's no snap position on the sink. You think there'd be a snap position where, like, let me show you. Where, like, I would drag it on the sink like usual, and it would snap somewhere, like, right there. But it doesn't, so that's a big complaint. And then we got this timer, which I'm not sure what it does. I've heard something about it, but I'll look into that. And here's my other gripe. Where are the cabinets? Why didn't we get matching cabinets for all this stuff? Like a new set of cabinets. It's okay, I guess. Now, the big thing I need to look into is this obviously has gameplay, so I want to look into that. Ponder next project. Okay, so you click on here and you can ponder your next project. I don't know what that is about. But if you click on these items here, open. Oh, so we can put stuff. Wait, look at this. So this box, you can't put stuff in there, but this package of scraps actually comes with something. Okay, Sims team, I see ya. You can turn on this fan. Turn it on. Oh, no, he has to walk over to it. Okay. I'm happy the fan actually is functional. Like, that makes me super happy. See? Okay, so if you click on this object, what's interesting is your sim can click on it and it says restore. So it makes me wonder, if my sim goes up to this and restores it, like, you can repair and restore. Does that mean, like, once they're done, it's a new product? Like, it will work? We'll have to find out. I will probably do that more gameplay. Oh, look, the stove already has a bug with it where the door does not open when repairing it. Great. Now let's go ahead and look at the kitchen clutter stuff. No, nothing to do. All making heirlooms. Great. Makes me so happy. Okay, so this lunchbox is functional. You can't put it in your sim's pocket. The sinks are still as lame as always. So let's see what else is around here. You can put, oh, so you can open this bag and purchase groceries, which, look, that's great that you can click on the bag and purchase groceries. However, it's lazy because we could just have a grocery store your Sims could go to. That's just a little bothersome. Fridge is literally just a fridge, nothing crazy. This is a cookbook, so that's great. Lastly, let's see here. Upgrade speaker, set alarm for room. Wait, so let me get this straight. It's an alarm clock? Let's see here. I'll set it for 9 a.m. It actually sounds. That's great. But here's my issue. This is meant to be a timer for your Sim's cooking. So why is it not linked to the cooking items? Like, if your Sim is baking, like let's say my Sim is put something in the oven. Why doesn't this like sync with it? That's my only issue. But overall, I'm going to be honest. While the Kitchen Clutter Kit has stuff I like, it's not what I wanted. And there's a lot, and it was one of those things where like the front cover of it makes it look flashy and colorful, but then when you get into it, there's barely anything. However, the Restoration Workshop Kit is kind of the underdog here. I actually really like the stuff that came in this, and not to mention, it has more functionality compared to Kitchen Clutter. So, Kitchen Clutter, you get a 5 out of 10. There are items I would use, but they're seriously missing out on a lot here. And for Restoration Workshop, I actually give this an 8 out of 10. I don't give kits 9s or 10s. Well, do I give them 9s? I just don't give them full grades because, again, kits just aren't much. I think what helps is that The Sims is introducing more gameplay into this stuff, which is hopefully reminiscent of, since we don't get gameplay kits anymore, like, this is good. I'm not going to complain. Now here comes the fun part. Instead of building a room, I'm going to build a workshop and a new kitchen, kind of like a grandma's house, with all these kits. So let's get straight into it. Okay, it took me a hot minute, but I was able to build it. So this is called Grandma's house. It's simply, well, Grandma's house. Like, I used the new kits. Now, I'm not really concerned with showing you guys the floor plan because that's not the point we're here. But I want to show you how the new kits went. So here's the kitchen using the Kitchen Clutter Kit. Again, the big issue I have is there's so much clutter and sometimes your Sims counters aren't that big. So, like, for example, I can't put some of this stuff on a counter without getting blocked, and then Sims can't use it. So that makes an issue. Then over here, I used the workshop kit. I wish it was a little darker in here, but overall, it actually looks pretty nice. All the stuff coming together and really getting something to appeal. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. It was a lot of work, but I think it turned out well in the end. And let's be honest, I do think these kits are good, but honestly, out of all of them, the restoration kit is probably one for the first time, I'd actually say might be one to check out because there's a lot to it. But yeah. So please like this video to more people to see it and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I do all kinds of content here, posting Mondays and Fridays, which that schedule might be changing soon since it's summer now and I'm looking for a job. If you want to, I also stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. starting back up again soon. If you want art content, hit down my description, link down below where you can find out my other channel, Garrwolf, which is my main YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!